Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you all for joining today. So we are meeting for our Thursday classes. We are discussing a pattern of Bhagavad Gita discussion, and we are not going shloka wise or chapter wise, but mostly concept wise. And with the help of the questions, we are trying to discuss them more and understand in depth. So I want to know, what did we cover last week? I think we didn't do this. Okay. So let's start with prayers. What we are doing to do in this is, we have 3 sections. First is the nectar of the holy name. So one of us will, or 1 or 2 of us will take turns to read this, and then try to, if we have any questions, we can ask, or we can summarize some points from this. And then we go to the passage for discussion. That also we take turns to read. Yeah, this is from the book Science of Self-Realization. We were doing a course on this book, having an overview, but this goes in depth in a particular section. And we have these questions based on which we will discuss. Discovery, we find out directly from the passage. Understanding, we'll churn whatever understanding is from this. And application, what do we get out of it, or how do we apply this? And the last third part of the passage will be again a sharing message, which also will be a short paragraph. One of us will read and summarize. So before this, let me share the prayers, invocatory prayers. I know many know these prayers, but our goal towards the end of the session should be everyone should know this by heart, and we should be able to recite this. I think last time Alekya Mataji recited. Anybody else want to take turns?
Mataji, I can try Mataji today.
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilyatam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I often offer my respectful obeisances unto him. When will Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, who has established within this material world the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under his lotus feet? Vandeham Shri Guroh Shriyutapadakammalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadanvitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. I offer my respectful obeisances onto the lotus feet of my spiritual master and onto the feet of all Vaishnavas. I offer my respectful obeisances onto the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami with his elder brother Sanatana Goswami, as well as Raghunatha Dasa and Raghunatha Bhatta, Gopala Bhatta, and Srila Jiva Goswami. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, along with Advaita Acharya, Gadadhara, Srivasa, and other associates. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna, along with their associates Sri Lalita and Vishakha. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते. O my dear Krishna, you are the friend of the distressed and the source of creation. You are the master of the gopis and the lover of Radharani. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. I offer my respects to Radha Rani, whose bodily complexion is like the molten gold and who is the queen of Vrindavana. You are the daughter of King Vrishabhanu and you're very dear to Lord Krishna. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They can fulfill the desires of everyone, just like desire trees, and they are full of compassion for the fallen souls. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा. I offer my obeisances to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivasa, and all others in the line of devotion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji. I think you're on mute, Mataji.
Sorry, yeah. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nicely recited. So we want everyone to practice this so we can, offer these prayers before we start reading anything, start a service, and also as a daily matter, we can include this in our daily prayers before starting japa also. And yeah, we will also recite Prabhupada's Pranam Mantra. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so we are doing this week 4. Would anyone like to, skipping the icebreaker session, but yeah, maybe we should do that. So today's icebreaker question is anything that you remember that you learned in your childhood about religion. Maybe the first thing that you learned, or something in your school days, someone taught you, or your parents taught you some prayers, or some practices, or about other religions anywhere else in the school. Yes, Vanaja Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So from childhood, my understanding religion means a set of group of people will follow one particular tradition, culture, belief. Like a Hindu culture will follow and pray like a Krishna and like a Hindu gods, and Muslims will do namaz. Like that's what we learned from childhood. That perception is changed only after reading Prabhupada books and coming to ISKCON.
Mm. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Anybody else?
Mataji, my love for Krishna, actually, my understanding of God started with my love for Krishna because, like, I was exposed to B.R. Chopra's Mahabharata as a very young child. I was probably in kindergarten. And when I saw Nitish Bharadwaj sir play Lord Krishna, I always imagined him as Lord Krishna. And then for fancy dress competition in first grade, I insisted on to dress up like Lord Krishna, and Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya was the first shloka I recited.
Wonderful.
And yes, my love for Krishna has been continuing since then. But my first exposure was like watching B.R. Chopra's Mahabharata.
Very nice, Mataji. Thank you so much. And also, this icebreaker session is also meant to be an introduction session. You can say your name and anything else you want to add, where you're from or anything. Yeah, Manuja Mataji, you can introduce yourself.
Krishna. I'm Vanaja. I'm currently living in Canada, Ontario, like in Milton. And I'm in ISKCON from 2013 is the first time when I came to temple. From then, the real reading books and following everything is from in pandemic. In 2020, I started. Before that, I was just visiting the temple and attending the Sunday like evening programs.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Yeah, Asha Mataji. I mean, it's optional, but if you want to say something.
Hare Krishna devotees. I'm Asha. I was born and raised in Hyderabad, in India. But then later, after getting married, I moved to Seattle with my husband, and we've stayed there for 15 years. And that's where I first got exposed to ISKCON. We would regularly go maybe twice a month because ISKCON was quite far away from where we lived, but we made it a point. And then we last year we relocated to Philadelphia, and here this is where I started going to ISKCON regularly every week. And I started Lalitangi Mataji's classes this January. This is my first time, and I'm really blessed to be in your classes, Mataji. This is like such a turning point in my life, and I'm so grateful to be able to connect with like-minded people and devotees here. And I've made some good friends like Alekhya Mataji and Disha Mataji. And thankfully, with Alekhya Mataji's she's the one to initiate, and we are getting together every day to practice and read the Bhagavad Gita and as it is, and we are also reading the Science of Self-Realization, Mataji. And
Wonderful.
she was like she was the trigger point for me to learn all the shlokas, and she initiated this where we read the introduction prayers every day. So she is my inspiration to learn and recite them today in class as well.
Oh, so nice. So nice to hear that. Thank you, Mataji. Because the um, uh, another stream of this Bhakti Vriksha program is reading groups, which everyone in this, whoever is joining, is expected to read something in groups every day, whatever are the frequency, whatever works, and how much our time works. But we keep a schedule to keep reading. Thank you. That started. I'm very happy.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a limited time for icebreaker, maybe 3 more minutes. Anyone would like to say anything that they remember from the childhood about religious practices?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
I am Kalpana, and we live in Toronto, actually, Toronto, Mississauga. And we came here like 2013. And then I think after 2-3 years, we first time went to ISKCON temple in Toronto. And then we moved to Mississauga. And after that, we never gone. And then I think 2-3 years ago, we went again just to see the temple and everything. Then that time, someone told us that 18 18 days Bhagavad Gita program will be started. Who want to join that program? So I just gave my number, and then that lady said that this is booked, all booked. So I said, what should I do now? Then she said, I will do another sheet, and then I will add your name inside, and then that's how I started this Bhagavad Gita lessons. And you are the first teacher, Mataji.
I'm very blessed to
So
have
I
you
am
all.
very blessed with
Yeah, the
the
same here.
Krishna. And just one thing, that when I was a child, and I used to go to my Nanaji's house to see the Sri Krishna serial.
Mm.
That Sri Ramanand Sagar in India, Sri Ramanand Sagar made that Sri Krishna serial.
Mm.
So every Sunday, I was very, enthusiastic. I want to go to Dadaji's house to watch the Krishna serial.
Mm. It's nice. Yeah.
So that's how the path started, and then it's continue. But sometime it disconnected, then we again joined, then sometime again disconnected. Now I don't want to miss that, so
Yeah.
just continue the process. And thank you to Krishna as well, and you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. I am also blessed by the Lord, by all of your association. So Krishna is giving me an opportunity to serve him by letting me share. If you're all not there, then yeah. And it's also inspiring to see all of you practicing and chanting, and that increases my faith and my devotion, helps me, stay fixed in this path.
Yeah. And then Mataji, one thing that I got married in 2000, and then for 3.5 years we were trying actually. And then one of our Guruji told that you can go to Krishna, and he did the I did we did the puja for Krishna actually. And then my elder son born actually.
See, yeah,
So that is, you don't get a path, and then you just surrender, and then God will be there to
right.
help you. Just you need to surrender everything, that nothing in my hand. So I'm just surrendering myself. And
Wonderful.
then that Guruji told that you should do Sri Krishna puja. Then we did that, and then I got I got conceived, and then my son is like, in our language we said like navas. Then I mean I pray, right, and then God give me.
Very
So that
nice.
is how my first child born. So I'm very, very thankful to Krishna, and then Lakshmi ji as well, because that is our Kul Devi.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mataji. See,
So
I know everyone will have so much like this to share. I think one session we should dedicate to
yeah,
this,
true,
so
true.
that we can know each other. We'll plan that session soon so we can come together and know each other. And yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you, Mataji. You can continue. I don't want to spend much more time.
But we
Everybody.
want this session, but today we planned another thing, but we will plan a session soon. So
Yeah.
where we can all, share some things and come closer. And that's important. As a group, we will learn from everyone else and keep, going in depth about our learning.
Yeah. True,
Thank you,
true.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So thank you, devotees. So we will go to the next part, just discussing. So can you have anyone to read this paragraph about the nectar of the holy name? Yes, Kalpana Mataji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Mataji. The nectar of the holy name. The best purpose of Vedic ritual, Vedanta philosophy, and Vedic Methodism is served by chanting the holy name. Lord Krishna to Arjuna. All purposes that are served by the small pond can at once be served by the great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. The rituals and sacrifices mentioned in the Karma Kanda division of the Vedic literature are to encourage gradual development of self realization, and the purpose of self realization is clearly stated in the 50th sorry
15th.
15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, 15.15. The purpose of studying the Vedas is to know Lord Krishna, the primeval cause of everything. So, self realization means understanding Krishna and one's eternal relationship with Him. The relationship of the living entities with Krishna is also mentioned in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The living entities are part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, revival of Krishna consciousness by the individual living entity is the highest perfectional stage of Vedic knowledge. This is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam 3.33.7 as follows.
Thank you,
Aho,
Mataji.
should I read, Mataji?
We will ask if anyone else wants to read
Yeah.
as well.
Okay, Mataji.
Otherwise, you can read. Is there anyone who wants to continue? Yes, okay, Mataji. Vanaja Mataji, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.33.7 as follows. Aho batashva pachoto gariyan yad jihvagre vartate namatupyam te pustapaste juhuhu sashnur arya brahmanochur nama grunanti yete. O my Lord, a person who is chanting your holy name, although born of a low family like that of a Chandala dog eater, is situated on the highest platform of self realization. Such a person must have performed all kinds of penances and sacrifices according to Vedic rituals and studied the Vedic literatures many times after taking his bath in all the holy places of pilgrimage. Such a person is considered to be the best of the Aryan family. So, one must be intelligent enough to understand the purpose of the Vedas without being attached to the rituals only, and must not desire to be elevated to the heavenly kingdoms for a better quality of sense gratification. It is not possible for the common man in this age to follow all the rules and regulations of the Vedic rituals and the injunctions of the Vedantas and the Upanishads. It requires much time, energy, knowledge, and resources to execute the purposes of the Vedas. This is hardly possible in this age. The best purpose of Vedic culture is served, however, by chanting the holy name of the Lord as recommended by Lord Chaitanya, the deliverer of all fallen souls.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Anybody wants to share the summary of this or a few points from this before we go on? Yes, Vanaja Mataji.
If anyone wants, they can go, Mataji. I am always raising the hand. Okay, we like in one of the verses, like the one of memorizing verses, also we have like if we serve Krishna, it meets all our requirement. No need to serve each god, and it serves like each person or anyone. Once we serve Krishna, it serves everyone. So if we, that meets. And one thing from 15.15, there we learn like Krishna is in everyone's heart. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtam matta smrute gnanam apohanamscha vedaischa sarvair ahameva vedya vedanta krit veda videva chaham. The main purpose of the Vedas, everything is emanated from Krishna. From that verse, what we learn. And the one which Srimad Bhagavatam, this is my favorite one, Mataji, actually. This I learned from Prabhupada books and from you as well. Like for chanting, there is no rule. Like you mentioned that just get up from the bed, no need to brush anything, just you can chant. That really, that is also like because in tradition, like we have to take bath, so many regulations we say, and finally with distracted mind we sit before God, but really we are praying God, I don't know. But the way Prabhupada book says, and here what we discussed and what you said, that makes sense actually. That that gives more connection to God rather than the rules and regulations.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mata.
Asha Mataji, would you like to add anything?
Yes, Mataji. It's just that in Kali Yuga, like they say, it's very difficult for all of us to follow any, complex rituals. So therefore, just chanting the holy names of the Lord is the most practical and also most effective spiritual process.
Wonderful.
And somebody who chants very sincerely, regardless of the background, he's spiritually elevated, because chanting alone can bring that purification and self-realization.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely summarized. So we'll go to the next section, the passage for discussion. What is religion? So we'll take turns. I mean, actually, everyone, please take turns so we can all read little by little if you are able to. Yes, Mataji or
Actually,
Prabhuji, I want.
yes, Nisha.
Nisha Mataji, Nisha,
Yes,
yeah.
Mata. Yes,
Okay.
Mataji. Yeah. Hare Krishna. What is religion? Primarily, religion means to know God and to love Him. That is religion. Nowadays, because of a lack of training, nobody knows God. What to speak of loving Him? People are satisfied simply going to the places of worship and praying, "O God, give us our daily bread." In the Srimad Bhagavatam, this is called cheating religion, because the aim is not to know the love of God, not to know and love God, but to gain some personal profit. In other words, if I profess to follow some religion, but I do not know who God is or how to love Him, then I am practicing a cheating religion. Mataji, can I go on?
Yeah, let's see. I think there are other people also. Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
we'll come back, Mataji.
Yeah, sure.
Isha Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Whoever teaches how to know God and how to love Him, he is a spiritual master. Sometimes bogus men mislead people. I am God. They claim, and people who do not know what God is believe them. You must be a serious student to understand who God is and how to love Him. Otherwise, you will simply waste your time. We are presenting the science of how one can know Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by practicing the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. They teach us that our only business is to love God. Our business is not to ask God for our necessities. God gives necessities to everyone, even to one who has no religion. For example, cats and dogs have no religion, yet Krishna supplies them with the necessities of life. So, why should we bother Krishna for our daily bread? He is already supplying it. Real religion means to learn how to love Him.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Reshma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. First class religion teaches one how to love God without any motive. If I serve God for some profit, that is business, not love. Real love of God is ahetuki apretihata. It cannot be checked by any material cause. It is unconditional. If one actually wants to love God, there is no impediment. One can love Him whether one is rich or poor, young or old, black or white. There are four classes of men: the karmis, the jnanis, the yogis, and the bhaktas, and each achieves a different goal.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else wants to continue? I don't think so. You can continue, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. The karmis work for some material profit. For example, in the city, many people work hard day and night, and their purpose is to get some money. A gnani is a person who thinks, why am I working so hard? The birds, the bees, elephants, and other creatures have no profession, yet they are also eating. So, why should I unnecessarily work so hard? Rather, let me try to solve the problems of life, birth, death, old age, and disease. Gnanis try to become immortal. They try that if they merge into God's existence, then they will become immune to birth, death, old age, and disease. Yogis try to acquire some mystic power to exhibit a wonderful show. For instance, a yogi can become very small if you put him in a locked room, and he can come out through any little space. By showing this kind of magic, the yogi is immediately accepted as a very wonderful man. Of course, modern yogis simply show some gymnastics. They have no real power. But a real yogi has some power, which is not spiritual, but but material. But the bhakta or the devotee doesn't want anything for himself. He simply wants to serve God out of love, just as a mother serves her child. There is no question of profit in a mother's service to her child. Out of pure affection and love, she cares for him. When you come to this stage of loving God, that is perfection. Neither the karmi, nor the gnani, nor the yogi can know God. Only the bhakta can know God. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Only through the process of bhakti one can understand God. Krishna never says one can understand him by other processes. No. Only through bhakti can one understand Krishna. If you are interested in knowing God and loving him, then you must accept the devotional process. No other process will help you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mata.
Thank you, Mataji. So this is from the book Science of Self-Realization. And can someone read the questions as well? Just go through just read the questions. Yes, Mataji. Anybody? Kalpana Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay.
Discovery. What is a real religion? Second, who is a true spiritual master? Understanding. Number one, in what different ways are people cheated from following a real religion? Number two, what is Krishna consciousness teaching you? Third, describe who a karmi, Gnani, Yogi, and Bhakta is. Number four, why is the bhakti or devotional process the best of all? Application. Number one, share your realization on what you want from following religion and why you want it.
Thank you, Mataji. So with these questions in mind, we are going to do a quick mind reading. In our mind, we are going to go through the passage again. And when we come to the questions, we'll start discussing. Okay, I think we all did a quick reading. So the discovery question, we need to find verbatim the answer from the passage. There may be many answers, but we very strictly stick to the passage answer. Understanding, we can discuss, and if you have any more questions, we can ask. And after discussing these two, if you have any questions, we can discuss that as well. So, what is real religion? Uh, Let me check if anybody who has not answered so far. Yeah, Nisha.
To, to know God and to love Him.
Yeah,
That is the religion.
right. Primarily, religion means to know God and to love Him. Okay,
That
but
is religion.
yeah, anybody else wants to add to this?
Can I try, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, I mean, we usually always ask God, like, God give us this, God give us that. But rather than asking God, we should always love God. So that is the actual meaning of religion, is what I am at least understanding, Mataji.
Very nice. Yes, Mataji. Very nice. Okay. Who is a true spiritual master? Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Whoever teaches how to know God and how to love Him, he is a spiritual master.
Yeah, is a true spiritual master. There are many gurus, right? We can test, we don't need to tell anything about them, but we can test them by this. Whether they're teaching us to know God, whether they're teaching us to love God. But sometimes they say that, oh, I'm teaching you both because I am God and you should love me. Not just love me, give me all your money, indirectly, directly, give me fame and everything else. So that's the meaning of the next line, right? Sometimes bogus men mislead people. I'm God, they claim, and people who do not know what God is believe them. Is this happening around the world? What do you think?
Yes, Mataji.
Right?
People like make use of their bad conditions and they put into that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, uh, I mean, if we apply this, religion means to know God and to love Him. Is all the religions that we know of that is prevalent, does this come under this? What do you think? Reshma Mataji?
Mataji, can you repeat that again?
Okay, so we know that religion means to know God and to love Him.
Hmm.
So, of the contemporary religions that we know, do you think that is the purpose of the religion? I mean, not we are not talking about whether how people are who claim to belong to a particular religion is acting, but is the religious text and religions according to our knowledge as much as are they telling this? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I mean, all the religions, they don't even like, they don't even talk about God, Mataji. They talk, this is my general answer. They
Right.
talk about like rules, regulations, what to follow, because I come from a different religion, right? So at least from my childhood, what I was taught is, I mean, at least from my knowledge, I was never taught to love God. It is like you have to wake up, you have to do 5 times namaz, do this, do that, eat this, eat that. That was the only thing I knew about my religion. And I that's I think that was one of the reason why I always hated my religion because I didn't know anything about God when I was learning. So yeah,
Very nice, Mataji. Don't worry, every so-called Hindu religion is also like that. Even my experience is like that. I was told, do this and do that, but why we have to do that? That I was not told. And I was also told, like, if you go and pray this, you will get this. So, yeah, as you say, that was my experience also.
yes, Mataji. So one more example is like I'm having a very bad work environment. My manager is like he keeps me to my nerves every day. So my husband, he knows that I pray Krishna. So he says like, why don't you pray Krishna that your manager should move to another job? So just this morning I was telling my husband that I don't want to pray Krishna for all these things. I want to ask him that one day I go to his spiritual kingdom. I don't want, these are like silly things which I don't
Wow,
want to ask Krishna.
wow, wonderful. Mataji, recently I read in a Facebook, I wish I saved that Facebook post. There was this Prabhuji who had the similar experience of a very tough manager giving him a tough time. And he was telling that how he was able to handle him, and then like it was bothering him, like as you say, he was not able to chant or do anything, constantly thinking like that. Then he was telling he started communicating with the Paramatma of that person, something like that. But it's very nice. So he's like trying to keep that person aloof from what he's behaving like, because he's behaving under the three modes of material nature. And then so he's saying that, okay, I have to calm down. So he has only knows that much and all that. Whatever he has studied in Bhagavad Gita is trying to put in practice. And finally, he was saying that how it worked actually when he started praying for that person, that let him be good, whatever is that. Uh, uh, then mysteriously he stopped being very mean with him, and he started appreciating him for being good. So he was like, that's an article that he wrote. I'll try and see if I can get that. That would be helpful for many. It was helpful for me also. Yeah. Okay, Alikya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, about the religion, as per my knowledge, as per my recent understanding, I think most of them are trying to teach about love of God only, but it has been manipulated, Mataji, with the practitioners or with the gurus who they did not take it properly to the end. So nobody, like Srila Prabhupada did, nobody was able to establish that. So that's where it got spoiled. But or else the religion is, even Hinduism is so much ruined, just like any other religion. Even, yeah, like the first question that you asked, uh, for me, the praying God is like the religion I was taught. Is like you can, just like a favorite color, I can have any favorite God, I can just pray him and pray him or her and ask whatever I want. And as soon as they grant my wishes, I forget, it's done, our relationship is done, or else I'll remember him whenever I need something. And I go to temple at that time during my misery. That's the religion I have been following. Or else, oh, okay, Monday is for Lord Shiva. You put diya for Lord Shiva on Monday. Tuesday, you pray Hanuma. Like that. Even in the movies, that's what been carrying, carried Mataji. Um,
Very nice.
religion is so ruined. Yeah, Mataji.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
like the point how you said that basically religion teaches about God to love, but in practice it's not being, done. So that's a gap. That's a good point. Okay. Prasad Prabhuji, would you like to say anything?
Yes, Mataji. I have a question. So, like the way we were taught, right? Like you have to pray God, you have to, we have to go to the temple. But I mean, like when I was a child, right? That's what like my parents taught. But they did not tell what we need to do, why we need to do all this, right? So they may not know because I mean their
Obvious.
parents might not have told, right? So there is a gap in the transition, right? So how can anyone fill those gaps? I mean, I'm not just about me, even for other parents who are willing to do, but they don't know.
Yeah. So that is on us, Prabhuji, because we all have this knowledge and we should try and spread this, because nobody is doing it wantedly, knowingly, because they don't have access to this knowledge, and whatever they have taught, they are continuing, and that's why it doesn't work. When, in this generation, especially for kids born in this country and they have everything in silver spoon, uh, if I say go to this god and ask him, they'll say, why? I don't need god for this, I already have this, right? So they will further, with no spiritual purpose in life, they will really internally suffer a lot. Externally maybe their karma is good, so they're being carried on, but internally they'll suffer a lot. So how this gap can be bridged? More by distributing Bhagavad Gita as a book, and then also the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So someone may say, okay, we give the book, and they may take the book and keep it. But at least that's a first step. They should, get see some value in this book, and they pay something for that book. That's a service they are doing in getting this knowledge. That they are telling to Krishna, okay, I'm getting this Bhagavad Gita book, paying some money. So that's a service, and I'm serious about knowing this. So that's why, if ultimately it boils down to numbers. Like we always want, like we want to distribute more Bhagavad Gitas and distribute the knowledge also. Like gather some of friends or family members and try to read one verse, or like that, and then keep we think about innovative ways of sharing it in a small group, in a big group, whatever is possible. Then, like for us, no, this gap is bridged now. So like that way others also will come into this.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for that question. So let's go to understanding. In what different ways are people cheated from following real religion? In what different ways are people cheated from following real religion? Different ways. Okay. Yeah. Asha Mataji.
um, when people, like when you are asked to follow religion only for the sake of personal profit or material benefits instead of understanding and loving God, that way, and also people are misled by false teachers who actually claim to be God.
Hmm. Very nice. Two different ways that you've said wonderfully. That's explained here. Okay. Anybody else wants to add? Why is it wrong? Okay. Why is it calling a cheating religion? Why the name cheating religion? If I do not know who God is or how to love Him.
It's like a business. We are praying and expecting the result, like it's a material profit.
Okay. But someone may say, at least I'm doing that. There are people who don't even do that, but at least I'm doing that. So, how is it cheating religion? I mean, we are trying to figure out why that word cheating there.
If we completely surrender and believe in God, no need to ask. Krishna himself will take care of us if we are still asking and expecting that.
Okay.
So Mataji, one time, I mean, if you want something, you are, I mean, praying God, and if you get it, then you forget, and
If you
then when
don't
you
get,
are suffering
if you
again, you
don't get,
are
what happens?
sorry.
If you pray for God and if you don't get,
You will be getting mad. I mean, why I am not getting that?
exactly, right? What did
But
you do? I did
sometimes,
so much coconuts for you. I
yes,
came to you, I kept this vrata week after week, and I didn't get it.
I did not get it. But sometime, I mean, in sometime time we said, ki if you want, but you don't get it, but God give you something good. That's why your want is not fulfilled.
Yeah, that's
Because He knows for you what is good or what is bad. That's why sometimes you don't get it, whatever you want.
right.
But
That's a very
like,
nice understanding what we have, but generally people don't have that,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
true.
Alekia Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, that's a very nice point, Mataji. Thank you for clearing that. I recently also learned that why we shouldn't ask God for the benefits, like, whatever is granted, he is there, he knows better than us what is right for us. But what happens is once we ask him for the wants and then don't get satisfied, we might turn away from him. So that's
That's
why we are not really, we are asked not to ask for this thing, and he
okay.
will
Good.
do that for us. Thank you, Mataji.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Uh, cheating means what? Like, what do you call like cheating? In Can you give some examples? Yes, Disha Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji, cheating meaning, say, for example, our parents are saying something and we are not following the rules and regulations and we are going against and we are saying that, okay, I'll follow what you are saying, and ultimately we are not doing it. That's one type of cheating.
Okay.
But here, yeah, Krishna is saying that you don't have to ask for anything because he's providing all the necessities to all the living entities in this world. So why should we ask something? Krishna is just asking us to love him. That's the only main purpose. If we are
Right.
not following his orders, means we are cheating.
Okay, good. That's the thing, right? The thing is, religion is to know God and love God. But if we use the religion for material necessities, then we are cheating ourselves of the real purpose of religion. What we are, if we go to religion for, I mean, Krishna says that in 7.14 that four types of people come to me who are in distress, who desire wealth. He's not telling that, you have to come to me only for loving me and nothing else. No, these people come. But then, by the association of learning what is pure devotion, then, some of the fortunate souls become dear to the Lord. So, when we ask something, it is one step good only, that we are at least trying to make a connection and trying to have a faith on God. But we are cheating ourselves of the real thing that the religion can offer us, which means to know God and love God. Because when we love God, what we get? Okay, in the material world, we love someone, maybe anybody, any mother to the child, or a husband, wife, husband, mother, anything, or friend.
Happiness, mental peace.
Okay, and we win over that person, right? When we
Correct. Yeah.
love someone, we get the love of that person back, isn't it? Generally, right? Sometimes karma is different, but generally it's like this. So when we love God, what do we get?
We get God Himself.
Exactly. Right? So that is of the real religion. We get God exactly. And if we have God, then what is the need for any other material things? So that's why if we don't know God and if we don't know how to love God, then we are cheated from following real religion. Because we can get a lot, but we are getting only little from, like going to God for some material purposes alone. Okay. What is Krishna consciousness teaching you? Yes, Asha Mataji.
Krishna consciousness teaches us the science of understanding Krishna through Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, and teaches us that like the real purpose of life is to love God.
Very nice. Right? They teach us that these books, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, teach us that our only business is to love God. And what is the example here that is very nice, right? This example, cats and dogs have no religion. Yet Krishna supplies them with the necessities of life. So why should we ask Krishna for our necessities of life or for removing our obstacles when he's already ready to supply it? So this is, I like this point very much. And God is supplying religion to everyone, even to an atheist who say there is no God. Who hates him also, God only supplies religion. Whether he agrees and understands it is a different thing, but actually it's coming from God, right? Okay. Uh, uh, Describe who a karmi, jnani, yogi, and a bhakta is. I would like someone who has not talked so far to answer this question. So we have 4 definitions: karmi, jnani, yogi, and bhakta. Yeah, I know Asha Mata. Anybody else who wants to pitch in, who is not? We would like to hear your voice. Those who can. Okay, Asha Mataji can go ahead.
Those who work for some material profit are the karmis, Mataji. And jnanis are the ones who try to become immortal or, solve the problems of life, birth, death, and old age. Yogis, they try to acquire some mystic power. And bhakta or a devotee, he's the one who doesn't want anything for himself. He just wants to serve God out of love.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else would like to add any point in this? If I may ask, what is the real power, one of the examples of real power of yogi that's mentioned here?
Yeah, a yogi can become very small and
Yes, Sureka Mataji.
yeah, they can become very small even if he's put in a locked room and he can come through any little space, Mataji. There was a yogi actually, I forgot the name. Baba, some yogi. This happened actually in real life, right? He would be naked and they will put him in jail for being naked, and the next morning he was not to be seen. I forgot the name.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you see, you put somebody in the room, and then suddenly you turn, like that means they can reduce in their size and come out through the small keyhole, or through the space that is between the small space that is between the door and the ground. And then they come up, and then they can bring back their original thing. Is that spiritual power? How a person is able to do that?
That is called Tappa, Mataji.
Okay.
So I
Tapa,
mean,
but
he
is
is
that
doing,
spiritual power?
he is doing so much tap, so he can elevate his or herself.
Yeah, but is it spiritual?
Yeah,
No, Mataji.
it is spiritual plus.
No.
It's not spiritual. It's just some gimmicks. Like there are many people who can do many tricks or magics like this, but it's nothing spiritual.
Yeah,
Humans have so much power, but that doesn't have any relation to spirituality.
right. That's why we think that, I am not able to do that. Normally, people don't do. So, it is, of course, by tapa. But what power he got to do that is material, meaning it is not eternal. It is not permanent. He's
Mm-hmm.
been given that thing only for some time. There is a planet called Siddha Loka where all are Siddhas like this, perfectionists.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So after some time,
Yeah.
that yogi also dies. When he dies in the next life, he doesn't, it does not continue. And
Mm.
also, in this life, also yogis can elongate their life to 200 to 600 to 700 years. By breathing system, they know how to control the breathing system. But all that, what we get out of that is material only. We don't know the science, but it is a science of how to do these things.
Mm.
Okay, that is a byproduct of the Ashtanga yoga process. And that one, people will get uh, deviated by that. See, if a yogi is
Mm-hmm.
going, then if he gets this power, then what to do? He will try it on people. When
Mm.
he tries it on people, then his absorption goes in that. And that's why, it is like distracting him.
Yes, it is not spiritual then.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So, Bhakta doesn't want anything for himself. He simply wants to serve God out of love, just as a mother serves her child. So then you can imagine how much God will love him. Will love that person who loves him unconditionally. Right? Okay. Why is bhakti or devotional process the best of all?
Because you don't want anything, just want to love God. That's why.
Okay. But how it is the best of all?
Because a bhakta is trying to know God, whereas all three do not really know who God is.
Very nice point. Bhakta wants God and to know God.
No
He's
God,
not
yes.
interested in what God can give him.
What God
Right?
can do.
Very nice point. Yeah. So that's why uh, it is a higher. See, suppose in our practical experience, if somebody is a transactional friend for us, we will also be transactional. If someone is texting you or calling you only when they need something, then when they're texting or calling only they need something. So, right? Even we know
True.
this, we feel that. But if someone is trying to really show their affection, going out of their way and helping us, trying to, being help, going, doing something for us, which they not out of expecting anything in out of very rare to find such things in this world. But if we find that, then what would be our commitment to them? We would also go out and do, right? Whatever. For transactional friends, we would like to be transactional. For friends who are even in our small experience, who wants to, spend time with us, uh, love us, and want to really are well wishers, then we tend to reciprocate like that. So similarly, God is also like that. For a yogi, for a karmi, he will give. Okay, you want good money, you want that. Okay, if you're coming for that, okay. For jnani, okay, you want to merge into my existence and don't want birth, death, old age, and disease. That I will give. Yogi, okay, you want some mystic power, then I'll give that. But Bhakta, what do you want? What will Bhakta say?
Doesn't want anything for himself.
Hmm.
He simply
I
wants
want
to
to
serve
serve you.
God out of
Yeah,
love.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sikshastakam, the last verse. What is that? Uh, आश्लिष्य वा पादरतं पिनस्तु माम् अदर्शनान् मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु स एव न परः. Even if you, I mean, a bhakta is waiting for 1,000 lives to to want darshan of the Lord. But the Lord doesn't come and give him darshan and makes him broken hearted. Or he comes and spends time with him and embraces him and give him everything. Either way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, you are my Lord and you are free to do anything. Whatever you do, you are my mat prana nata. I will not, I'll not, leave loving you. So that is the thing. So Bhakta wants to serve God. He doesn't even want to see God. Gopis are like that. Like they don't have a position. They're not like queens. They're not like mother and father. Their love is always internal, although it looks like very mundane, but it is the highest platform of love because they can't even see Krishna where they want, but with no expecting nothing in return, they want to give their love.
Yeah,
So that
same
is
like Bhakta Prahlad.
right. The Bhakta Prahlad told, what did he tell Hiranyakashipu? Is he there? He is there. Will he come to save you? Whether he
Yeah,
comes to save me or not, he is there.
is there? Yes. That is so nice. I mean,
Right. Okay, share your realization and what you want from following religion and why you want it. Yes, Nisha Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Um, what I want from following a religion is freedom to decide what to do. I mean, I not going against the rules exactly, but the thing is that many religion they try to force or try to make people preach what their teachings are. So I feel the religion should be like, as per your understanding, what you feel. I think God will kind of direct you or make a path for you so that you can, follow and go to God, rather than, just having people tell you what to do. Better, try to gain the knowledge, and maybe like, try to think for yourself and believe in your, soul, your own soul Paramatma inside you, that he will definitely make you go through a devotional path, rather than, just listening to the, things which to be followed.
Good Mataji. Very nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to share your realization on what?
one
Yeah,
one more thing, Mataji, that God made only people. People made all these religions and everything. God said, just, I mean, love me or surrender me, nothing more. He just need your love and surrender, nothing else.
wonderful. Thank you, Mataji. This everyone can answer. Vanaja Mataji, we can keep the answers short. That's that we are running out of time. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji. For me, before joining in ISKCON and follow reading the scriptures, religion is like following the traditions as all. I used to follow just okay. We have to take bath, lit lamp, offer food. Why we are offering, what we are offering, that everything I learned only after joining in ISKCON. Now I understand like religion is a love of God. Like it's not just following the rules and regulations.
Very
This is
nice.
what I learned, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Reshma Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. For me, the only thing that I want more and more is just to form that relationship with God. And I mean, maybe I don't have that power to understand the way He's loving, but someday I want to, you know, I know Krishna loves everyone. So I want to, that understand or feel that, oh, yes, this is the time Krishna is loving me. But I'm pretty sure Mataji Krishna loves all of us. But I want to have that beautiful bond, like how Prahlad Maharaj has that bond with uh, um, uh, yeah. So I
Beautiful.
just want to have that bond, Mataji. Yeah, yeah.
Very,
That's
very nice. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Alekia Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, for me, for my realization is like religion is the one which gives the complete details of from our own existence to the entire existence and why is everything there, how everything's working in reality, and got so much of knowledge like how what the it like yeah, Om Ajnanate Mirandasya. Really, Prabhupada has opened my eyes. I can understand how, just like the Big Bang Theory, the Darwin theory, everything has been exposed and Bhagavatam completely revealed, and I can see God's hand in everything. It's like living in the reality now. When I was where I was in illusion, I even so many times even now I see people. How I think like how to bring these people. How would they ever understand? But anyways, God is so kind. He will show the mercy, uh, and the love that He had for me for all this time, and when where I never acknowledged or realized, but still He is there in not just this form, in any form, any animal form or an insect form that I took. He was already there, and I'm so grateful now that I got this chance to um, show my gratitude finally. And I'm so grateful for you and everybody, Mataji, all the devotees in this realization. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. We are grateful to you for your presence, for your realization. I know you had sent me some questions, but today was so hectic I couldn't think. But we'll
No
talk
worries,
soon,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, we'll conclude. I'm just summarizing what we did. We took a small passage from Science of Self-Realization, and we are discussing that. So we learned what is real religion is to know God and love God. If we learn anything else less than that, that means we are cheating ourselves of the real value of what religion can give. And a person who teaches how to know God and love God is the real spiritual master. And we should know who God is so that we will not be misled by people who claim that they are God. So how to know that? Prabhupada is presenting this science. He's calling this science, right? Of how one can know Krishna. Science means there is a way, there is a method of learning, experimenting, and realizing like that. So this Krishna consciousness is also a science. By practicing, if we just read now, it will be still on the surface. But if we practice the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, what is our real business is to love God, because God supplies everything, even to animals and to those who hate Him. Okay, and we saw that what is first class religion means how to love God without any motive. That is ahaituki apratihata. Maybe we will learn this shloka from Bhagavatam today. That can be the memorization. And also we learned about karmis who expect some material profit, jnanis who want to be freed of birth, death, old age, and disease. But a bhakta says, Mama Janmani Janmanishwari. Even if I have to take birth after birth after birth, let me not go away from your service. So that is the thing. And yogis, want some mystic power and they're being misled by that mystic power. Bhakta doesn't want anything. So Krishna has no choice but to give himself, because Bhakta doesn't want anything else except Krishna. So this is so inspiring. That's why I love to read this section. Small passages from big books, but when we churn out the meaning and everybody coming together, it makes so much meaning and sense. So Krishna, that's why he's saying Bhaktyama Abhijanati. Only through the process of bhakti one can understand God. Okay. Now the last section, and we'll take only few minutes. I know I'm already over time. Preaching is the essence. So one of us will read this and quickly summarize. Anyone? I see Roops and PKUM. Srinivasan, Govindan, Prabhu, you have not yet spoken. Any of you would like to read? Okay, if they're busy, then anybody else can read. The motive is to get everyone speak in this session. Anybody else? Yes, Vanuja Mataji, you did you do who did the first paragraph? Kalpana Mataji did, right? Yeah. Okay, you can do this.
Okay, Hare Krishna. I don't see the screen. Just a second. Yeah.
Oh,
See. Now I see. Okay, thank you. Preaching is the essence. Spreading Krishna consciousness is the highest benefit for society. My dear Arjuna, one who is engaged in my pure devotional service, free from the contaminations of previous activities and from mental speculation, who is friendly to every living entity, certainly comes to me. A devotee of Krishna is friendly to everyone. Therefore, it is said here that he has no enemy. How is this? A devotee situated in Krishna consciousness knows that only devotional service to Krishna can relieve a person from all the problems of life. He has personal experience of this and therefore he wants to introduce this system, Krishna consciousness, into human society. There are many examples in the history of devotees of the Lord risking their lives for the spreading of God consciousness. The favorite example is Lord Jesus Christ. He was crucified by the non devotees, but he sacrificed his life for spreading God consciousness. Similarly, in India also, there are many examples such as Thakur Haridas. Why such risk? Because they wanted to spread Krishna consciousness and it is difficult. A Krishna conscious person knows that if a man is suffering, it is due to his forgetfulness of his eternal relationship with Krishna. Therefore, the highest benefit one can render to human society is relieving one's neighbor from all material problems. In such a way, a pure devotee is engaged in the service of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
thank you,
Bhagavad
Mataji.
Gita 11.55.
Yeah. Can you summarize quickly in few sentences from what we read?
Yeah, and like Krishna told, like four types of people will go to the God. Same like that, whatever the reason, whomever goes to the God, they know that there is a Krishna, and Krishna will definitely they will help, and the whatever they enjoyed, and they know that others can also resolve, like solve their problems when they will reach to Krishna, and that is the most highest happiness which helps them. No need to go and find the solution in different places. Instead of that, they can go to the Krishna. That is the main thing.
Thank you, Mataji. And so he's also telling about how, his favorite example, Prabhupada is telling favorite example is Lord Jesus Christ, because he spread his sacrificed his life. Same way Thakur Haridas. Okay, he also sacrificed. He was from a Muslim family, and how he was, bet in 122 marketplaces. He was beaten to death, but he didn't die because Krishna protected him. So he took examples. He and Nityananda Prabhu would go and ask everyone to preach, right? So he's saying they wanted to spread Krishna consciousness and it is difficult. Why they want to spread? Because, as you said, if a man is suffering, it is due to the forgetfulness. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So today we will read this shloka from Bhagavatam. That Ahaituki Apratihata verse. So we will learn that. It's a memorization. It's 1.2.6. Nisha Mataji, can you post this after the class from Bhagavatam. You can
Sure,
proceed.
Mata. Sure, Mataji, yes.
Savai pumsam paro dharmo. You can repeat after me.
Savai pumsham paro
Savai
dharmo.
pumsam paro dharmo.
Yato bhaktir adokshaje.
Yato
Yato bhaktir
bhaktirti
adoksaje.
adhokshaje.
Ahaitukya pratihata.
Ahaituki
Ahaitukya hi
apratihata.
pratihata.
Yayatma suprasidati.
Yayatma
Yayatma
suprasidati.
suprasidati.
Savai pumsam paro dharmo.
Savai
Savai
pumsam
pumsham
paro
paro
dharmo.
dharmo.
Yato bhaktir adokshaje.
Yato
Yato
bhaktir
bhaktir adoksaje.
adhokshaje.
Ahaitukya pratihata.
Ahaitukya
Ahaitukya
apratihata.
pratihata.
Yeah, if you see this, it's linked together. So we try to pronounce it like that. Ahaitukya pratihata.
Ahaitukya
Ahaitukya
pratihata.
pratihata.
Yayatma suprasidati.
Yayatma
Yayatma
suprasidati.
suprasidati.
Saha, that, why, certainly, pumsam, for mankind, paraha, sublime, dharmaha, occupation, yataha, by which bhaktihi, devotional service, adokshaje, unto the transcendence, ahaituki, causeless, apratihata, unbroken, yaya, by which atma, the self, suprasidati, completely satisfied. Translation: the supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which men can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. So we'll memorize this verse. Thank you, devotees, for joining. Anybody else has any questions? Okay, thank you so much for joining. And we'll next week we'll go to the next section, and we'll try to memorize this Savai Pumsham verse for this week. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Thank you so much,
Hare
devotees.
Krishna Mataji, thank
Hare
you.
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Siya, Ranbir, and Tanvi. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Yashita.